That's good, YouTube. Apple juice. Got my black pepper. Here it is. Now if I cook a little bit in the skillet, I already got it cut up pretty and everything. I'm gonna put some more lemon juice on it once I get it into the skillet. Right now I'm just seasoning it. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on here because this kind of does something different than the seasoning. And this is sea salt. I'm trying to go a little bit lighter. How everybody doing? Let me pull this down a little bit. I'm Factz. I'm cooking today. I fasted for 13 hours yesterday, and when I got home, by the time I went to Walmart and everything, that was a whole nother hour. So I was supposed to fast for 12 hours and end up being 13 hours. So now I'm cooking what I really wanted. This some Atlanta salmon. I got my yellow rice right here, already cooked. This little bell pepper and onions, I already sauteed them. I like to saute mine. And so I put a little lemon juice and black pepper on there. Black pepper and a little sea salt. Put a little more sea salt right here. And then Old Bay, because last time I cooked, I was missing my Old Bay. Old Bay bring out the flavor. Hey, how you doing? I'm Factz from Atlanta. Every now and then I cook, but I mostly chop it up. Speak on mental health awareness, trafficking, missing, exploited, and our people that are being found on trees, by water, in water. But this is what I'm doing today. I'm doing a little cooking today. I'm gonna turn that up and flip these over. Usually I pad it with some paper towels, but I forgot my paper towels. I was so ready to get out of Walmart. No, it's just a regular type. I was gonna do the long grain or white rice, but I decided to just go with this because the Old Bay so good. I won't even miss nothing extra in the rice, and I'm gonna have salad also. So I love boiled eggs, y'all. So I already boiled my eggs for my salad. So I'm gonna let this pan get a little hotter. I'm gonna move my vegetables over because I already don't saute them, so I don't want to get too, soft or whatever. I'm probably gonna be able to put like 3 pieces in here right now. Let's stick that right there. And I got my butter out because I might add a little butter to it, but I already put a little butter and oil in the pan. Some people use olive oil. Sometimes I use olive oil, but I just really don't. I'm not crazy about the taste of olive oil all the time. So I got the pan hot. Now I'm turning it down if I don't got it hot. I think I'm gonna need some of my butter now because it dried my oil out a little bit. And I don't like no dry. I don't like no dry sound. Okay, and usually I don't have to just season right there because I can season it while it's in the pan. See how many I can fit in here. Now turn it back up. You don't want it to burn, so sometimes you might have to turn it up, sometimes down. Sometimes it's 5 minutes and 2 minutes on the other side. It just depends on how tender, if you like your salmon well done. I don't like mine dry, so I'm not gonna overcook it. But I'm gonna turn my heat back up. And the lemon just really brings out the flavor. See, now I'm turning it back down. See, if you notice the kind of stove I got, I'm still getting used to it after being here a little bit over a year. See, I have this flat stove. I don't know if you can see over there. Let me turn the camera around. You see, my stove is the flat kind. You see? So, I don't have a gas stove, so it cook a little different. Sometimes you have to take food up and down, up and down. Same thing I do with steaks. Okay, it's 2:43. I'm gonna say they've been cooking 2 minutes already. I like to put a little garlic on mine too. Just a little, but it brings out the flavor as well. Now we'll do this sometime. I'm just gonna go on and plate my vegetables because I don't want my vegetables to be like soggy and everything. I'm gonna leave a little bit of them in here, like the onions, because they bring out the flavor. And move those around. Okay, now you want to turn it down. Trying to see if you want to flip it over. You want to have like they kind of smoke like. Little smoke on it. Let me see, that stays a little bit longer. The most important thing is you don't want it to stick to the pan. See, I don't have a high quality pan. I actually purchased somebody one and supposed got myself one for Mother's Day, but I didn't. But I work what I got. So to prevent sticking, I'm putting a little more butter in here. I don't want to put too much butter, but enough so it don't stick and so it don't be dry. I was over by McDonald's early today, and I was so tempted to go in there and get some unhealthy food. Well, I don't think it's healthy anyway. I can't speak for anyone else. And then I thought I had just spent money at Walmart, went shopping a little bit, so I don't want to go and spend money at McDonald's knowing I don't need to eat at McDonald's. Just gonna fix me something at home. The good thing about salmon is it don't take long. It don't take long at all. What you say? You talking to me? I'm sitting on What? Who are you talking to, honey? You come in here and get them. I'm busy. I'm on the game. Well, you better get out the game. I'm hungry. Well, you gotta wait for the food that's cooking.
Well, I got down cooking.
You about to get in my live?
I died already. Ooh, what's that, shrimp?
No, this is salmon.
I think I'm allergic to the seasoning.
It's
whatever you using.
season.
I think I'm allergic to that.
Oh, you just don't like the smell of it.
Oh my God.
This is Old Bay for crab, shrimp, and chicken.
It's making my back.
I do have some shrimp though. I might put in my salad. I had some shrimp left. We had a potato with steak and shrimp.
Did you want some of these?
Like the stuffed potato. Send me a little taste of it. I might
Look,
go
get
back to
some
the
now.
store. Kids, you want to tell me to get some now?
Yeah.
You need to be eating some food so you know how to snack.
What food that?
Wait for it.
I ain't eating that.
You could have cooked it. When I came home, I could have been able to eat if you would have cooked. Ain't that right? I'm gonna put that trash in a different bag because I don't want my house smelling like fish. Thank you for the votes. I appreciate it. I don't like to cook, by the way. I just like to eat. I was a cook at a restaurant before. It was okay, but they wanted me to be the cashier, the cook, and the housekeeper, and leave when they got their children to help. So that didn't go well. Okay. I need to blaze this up real quick because I want to get a little, I guess you would say black it a little bit. Get this out of here. We got to turn it down. If I can learn to control this stove, I will be okay because I have to turn it up, down, up, down. I don't want food to undercook and I don't want it to overcook. But I can show you how it looks so far. I'm going to cook a little bit more. Can you see that? Probably not. In a second. Okay. So it looked kind of good. I just wanted to get a little darker. So I'm turning it up just for a minute to the max, just for a minute. And I already cooked my rice. I'm cracking my egg. I don't know if I'm gonna eat. I might just eat one of them salads that I got from Walmart. Okay. I always move it off the aisle because if you don't move it off the aisle, it still will be cooking and then it'll become dry. But so let me show you. I hope everyone is having a good day. My day was pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around so y'all can see a little bit better. So there go my bell pepper, my onion. This is the salmon, and that's the salmon. This is my yellow rice. And I'm cutting up, I'm about to peel my eggs. I say cutting up, I'm about to peel my eggs. These other piece of salmon I might cook, because I might fix my other son a plate. He got to go to work tonight. I don't know if he gonna eat it or not, because he said this old baby, he don't eat like shrimp, anything with scales on it. He'll eat some fish, but I guess he don't like the smell of this. See, last time I cooked, I didn't have any old bay. I just had some Lawry season, and I put some of this Creole on it, which the Creole be a little spicy though. So I'm not gonna do that though, because I had this sauce that I like. I put this on my salad. This little chipotle, it is so good. I should put a drip or two on there because I'm trying very hard to do better because I want to lose some weight and get in shape for my birthday next month. I don't want to look like I'm 50 or feel like I'm 50, so I got to do better. But these are my little shrimps that we had yesterday right here. We put these on top of a potato. And then I had this little, see my other son's not here no more, so I be having food left. And this little meat right here, like stir-fry steak. We had that on our potato with some bell peppers and onions, some cheese. Yeah, I think that's it. And it was pretty good. So I'm learning to eat better. Like when I was doing PCA work, I had learned how to cook a little bit healthier. I was cooking this. I was cooking lamb chops. I couldn't find lamb chops anywhere. Thank you. But I'm trying. I'm not sure what I'm eating next, but I made some wraps like a week or so ago, and they were pretty good. But we made them with what did we make them with? It must have been ground turkey because I try to stay away from ground beef. I really try to stick to chicken and fish when I can because I just don't think that other meat is really healthy, to tell the truth. And that's why I was looking for lamb versus pork chop because my friend, he would eat pork chop. He would eat. Now, the other day, I'm not going to lie, when I came out for my 13-hour fast, his family had cooked. So I did it in moderation. Though I got a piece of his oxtail. I got a piece of his ham, a small piece. I got a little collard greens, a piece of cornbread, yellow rice, and I had a little piece of a sub sandwich. Yeah, it was like a little smorgasbord, but it was a small. And I didn't eat any. He ate dessert. I didn't eat any dessert. This morning I had a peach. So since I did this fast and it ended up being 13 hours and I ate nothing. I ate some noodles and an egg before I started the fast. We did fast from 8 to 8 o'clock for Nolan Wells, Daniel Irvin, and who am I forgetting? Oh, I definitely can't forget him. I just posted him today, Kendrick Johnson. And we are posting Kendrick Johnson all day. I got to go find some more pictures to post to him. I support his mom. These ladies deserve justice. These parents deserve justice for their children. Like, people got to think, no matter what nationality you are, if it was your child, when school started back, people be going to play sports. they were involved in sports. They going to, be in sports. They getting ready to go to school. And you get up, and other folks' children going to school this year and going to participate in events, a game, and your child not there no more. That breaks my heart for these mothers, because I have children. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Is whatever I can do. I did create a change.org. I did go on there and do a what would I call it? Petition. Petition. Sometimes my mind be somewhere else. But anyway, I did a petition for cameras and I guess I would say wooded areas. They reworded it for me because they want you to be specific. So I did change.org, and I also have a change.org for inflation, because it's affecting some of everyone. People don't even think it is, but it's like even with the healthcare. I lost my health care because at some point I had to decide whether I was going to pay my bills, buy food, or go to the doctor. And I have already, like, pre-existing condition. I have fibroids. I've been in and out of Grady. They still don't know whether or not I have cancer. And they keep trying to do surgery on me. They did one surgery. It was an ablation. But thank God now I'm in menopause. I'll be 50 this year, so I don't have to worry about that. But I had female issues. So they did an ablation. They asked to do a hysterectomy then, and I said no. So when I went back, I went to Emory, because they offered to put me to sleep when nobody was around because of COVID. And I said no. My family has to be around me to put me to sleep. So when I went to Emory, they put me to sleep. And they said because of that surgery, they can't find out whether or not I had cervical cancer or not. But they could do hysterectomy. I said no, you were not. That's okay. So I just been taking sea moss and whatever else I can take, elderberry, whatever else I can take to take care of my health. Because like I said, when I turn 50 next month, I don't want to look like or feel like 50. And so I also had carpetoma in both of my hands. And unfortunately, wait for it. I know the last person I told, they laughed. It's okay. God gonna take care of me. But I did fall backwards out the tub trying to turn out the water. The shower, it was like, I guess the knob was kind of stripped right. So I kept turning the water, and as I turned the water, instead of turning the water off, I should have just turned the water off, but I didn't know the shower was totally broken. Because somebody who used it last, they didn't tell me it was totally broke. So I tried to turn the shower off, and y'all, I could have laughed at myself, but I was in too much pain and trying to make sure I hit my head on that toilet because I'm getting older. I fell backwards out the tub, and now my arm is hurting. But that's why you have to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself, and that's why I'm eating salmon and rice. I was by that McDonald's, and I saw a Subway, and then it was American something wing place.
Okay.
And I said, oh my gosh. And I said, now I just did 13 hours of fasting. I don't have to eat that stuff. So I said, I'm gonna come home and cook. It was American something. You know what, over there where B used to work, that McDonald's down there near Cascade? There's a Subway right there, and it's American wing. The chiropractor lady. Our family. I ain't trying to send nobody whole government name on here, but she worked at that McDonald's right there. I was right there where I went to do my background check. It was right there, and that food, I was like, oh my God. But I said, you can do it, you can do it, you can make it, you can make it. Sometimes we have to tell ourselves, you can make it, you can make it. So I said, now I went on over there to get that over with, and they seen me before my time because my appointment was like 11:50 to get my background check, and I was in and out of there before 11:50. That was a blessing. So I said, well, I'm gonna go home and cook. And after I cook, by that time, it's gonna be brunch time. Lunch and breakfast is gonna be over with. I did eat a peach before I left for breakfast, so I'm good. And I'm just gonna learn how to eat less, eat in moderation. And I really like food, but we have to be careful with food because some of us eat food for the taste. Some of us eat it. It's our happy place. And I told somebody, I said, food, if I have some chicken wings, some hot wings, some ranch wings, my day can be going bad. My day go good. And they say, girl, don't say that. Don't say you love food. That's not good. And I'm like, girl, whatever. But I understand what they were saying now. But I rather, you got to be careful when you replace and you have to replace negative. You have to replace it with a positive. So I'm working on 1,000 pulls now, but not to smoke a cigar, not to have a drink. You know, some people replace it with food. If you pay attention, a lot of people, not trying to talk about nobody, but a lot of people that are Christians or they go to church, they eat a lot. And that's welcomed. That's welcomed in the church. Like every time they have something, notice they have an event where people are eating. But we have to be very careful with that. And like today, I'm gonna eat this, and later on, I might eat something else, like maybe a potato with this, or maybe another piece of this same fish. But I'm learning to eat in moderation. That's the biggest thing, eating in moderation. And not eating all day, and every time you smell some good food, or like when I was over there by the McDonald's in the Subway and the wing place today, we have to be stronger than that. I said, I know I don't need nothing out of that McDonald's. And nothing in there for me is healthy unless it's a salad, and I had a salad at home. So I'm going to eat my salad with my egg, my salmon, and my rice. And I'm going to let that be the reason. Now, I may have me an ice cream cone later on, but I'm going to start eating before 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, I'm not eating anymore. Because, see, your food need to have time to break down and digest. And I have digestion issues as well. Like I said, I have pre-existing conditions. And that's why you just have to take care of yourself. Because these doctors, they like to medicate you. And at the end of the day, they getting rich off of your sickness. So it's like my grandmother used to tell me, if you're going to go to the doctor, you're not going to do what they say do. It's no need to go. If they say stop smoking those cigars, stop drinking that drink, stop eating all those sweets, and you're going to keep on doing it, I no need to even go. You're wasting your time. Only reason you'll be going is for them to tell you you got high blood pressure, you got diabetes, or whatever it is you got going on. And I do have high blood pressure, but that's another thing. The doctor don't tell you everything. They don't know everything. I had to kind of figure that out myself, because when I first got diagnosed with high blood pressure, I had lost somebody in my family, and they were young. I know we all got to go, but they were young, so that really hit home with me. So it's like every time after that, when something happened, my blood pressure just went up. And also, I will tell the truth, I was heavy on the seasonal. Like when I'm cooking oxtails, turkey wings, collard greens, stuff like that, I do use accent, I use seasonal, but I mostly use like turkey tail. Like I don't do no lot of pork. I don't do a lot of pork. Now you gotta watch who you eat with, because some people, you'll be cooking food for them, you'll end up eating it. Like we was getting heavy into ribs, beef or pork ribs. I do not need to eat them often. So like for my birthday, I think I want some Dungeness crabs, maybe some lasagna, something like that. I don't want any ribs or any hamburgers and stuff like that. I randomly eat that, but I think it's because I was eating a lot of fried chicken, because I do love me some chicken. I gotta learn how to eat less greasy foods, like my son said too. So I like fried fish, but that's why I'm cooking salmon on top of the stove. And people say it don't cost more to eat healthier. That's a lie. Now, what I can say is the best thing to do is look for deals. Like these salmon I got, it's like 2 come in a pack. I cut them in half, and it's like each person can have a piece, and they like $8 a pack for 2 of them. The Atlantic salmon. And I got mine at Walmart. You might can get them better at a farmer's market, something like that. I don't drive, so sometimes I just go wherever my drive would take me. Like especially, I'm the type of person, especially if you drinking or drink or whatever, I don't want you to take me too far, because I love my life. You know, it's a lot going on in this world. But I tell people all the time, I talk about mental illness and bipolar and all that. I've been diagnosed with bipolar, PTSD, and anxiety. My mind went somewhere else. I heard a noise outside. But anyway, if you have any of that or know anybody like that, don't let nobody gaslight you, because somebody, what they did was they tried to bring that back up on me. And I said, look, I am very knowledgeable. I talk about this. I look it up. I know when I'm having mania, Because it's a part of money when you can spend a lot of money. It's a part of money when you just won't stop talking. You just keep talking about your problems or whatever. But because I know that in my therapist I had a long time ago, I don't have one right now. But everything I need is just like the word of God. It'll come back to you. You know, if you draw near to God, He will draw near to you. Anything that you have been given knowledge on, if you study to show yourself approval, it'll come back to you. I'm saying my portrait more now, and the more I say it, I'm remembering it more. There was a time when I didn't remember any of it, and I think it's because a lot of things that happen in life, and sometimes they be like our defense mechanism, forgetting things. Some things we have to forget in order to survive. You know, that's my take on it anyway. But I'm not gonna talk you out of life. But it's usually what I do. I was just on here cooking today. You might see a little. Most of the stuff you see is gonna be me cooking some steak or some collard greens. And my friend, he loves steaks, right? So I cooked them steaks a couple of days ago too, but I didn't go live because I'm not really a live person. I did do a little something in my hair today, but I didn't do much to it. And I really prefer to have a bunny on in the kitchen because I don't like to go to no restaurant and they don't wear nets. And then you hear about people finding hair in their food. Like when I worked at restaurants, you had to wear a hair net. You can wear these long nails they run. And then you did wear nails. They had to be a neutral color. You can have all that color and stuff on your nails. Like they will really turn you around. Or they'll give you less hours. And I know that because one restaurant I worked at was McDonald's. Now, when I worked at the stadium, the Atlanta Braves Stadium, when I was 15, they didn't push it a whole lot, but it's because we mostly stayed in the back. Now, if you was one of them that was in one of the stands selling alcohol or just any one of those kind of stands, if you was in the kitchen, it didn't matter as much. But when you're in the kitchen and you got long nails and you got paint on them and you don't have a hair net on, that just looks bad for the company. Like that's what made me come home and cook too, because I'm not taking no chances and I don't have to. I got food at home. I'll cook my food at home because I know it's gonna be clean. When you could eat in these restaurants, you taking all kind of chances. They could drop the food and pick it back up. You just don't know. And I'm not saying that to scare nobody. I'm just saying to think twice. Like I said, I'm not crazy about cooking. One thing I used to love to do, and I still like to do it sometimes, I like a clean house. I'm cleaning up right now. I had pulled everything out my cabinets, but by the time my birthday comes, my house gonna be clean. They're gonna come and inspect my house. And if you keep a clean house, you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I've been washing my walls, cleaning my vents. And when they come, everything gonna be fine. Everything gonna be copacetic. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But I'm going to have a clean house, and I'm going to play my music, and I'm in, God, let me see 50. I'm going to be blessed just to be here. It's a blessing, just to be here. And think about others. But that's my little chat for today. Tomorrow will be the comfort couch. I will be doing a testimony tomorrow on the comfort couch, so come on over and chop it up with me. One day, hopefully, I'll be able to get someone on my couch to tell a testimony or join me in a testimony that they're a part of. Because some of my testimony does include others. So, that's all I have to say. Come to the comfort couch tomorrow. I'm not sure of my time because I'll be supporting other creators. So, it depends on what time they'll be live. But I try to make mine between 11 a.m. and 12:30. No later than 2 o'clock. Because that's like 3 o'clock. That's my time I'm going to get out the house or whatever if I'm going somewhere that day. But tell a friend. And thank you for the votes. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate you. And if I ever miss your comments or anything, it's not personal charge to my head and not my heart. And maybe my eyes, because I need glasses. Like I was saying about that health care, you have to really decide nowadays. Do I want to go to the dentist? Am I going to eat today? It's really crazy. That's why I got that petition. Change.org. Inflation. Change.org. Cameras are needed. in wooded areas. Cameras are needed where trees are because that's where blind spots are, obviously, and people don't know what happens to people that are in areas where trees are. You get my drift? Have a miracle money making Monday. On Factz, that's my time.